And that is the biggest crux of this prep. And welcome to episode number 3 of Seoul Stepping. For PCA Naturals in Yongin and the Super Series the week following after that. We had currently been sat around about that 172 range, but as of just now, we are a big fat mess, mate. We are 177.5 pounds. So we are up a couple of kg, but that is needed. We don't want to be staying at the exact same weight and essentially recomping. The ambition is to gain more muscle. And I am happy with my weight to trickle up a little bit more to have a better start point for prep. So the goal is to be starting prep at 180 to 185 pounds. We had my check-in with Finn this morning, and Finn had said, you know what, with the rate of gain being a little bit faster than normal at just now, I'm not against being the rate of gain at, again, 180 to 185. But for myself, I don't want to be that heavy. I want to be at 180. So the goal is over the next 6 weeks to be gaining 3 more pounds. And then for 6 weeks after that, what we're going to do is just maintain at 180 because I have a show relatively soon after starting prep, and I don't want to look stupid. I don't want to look shit. So for me, gaining an extra 5 pounds on top of that is going to put me 5 pounds away from condition that I possibly could have been in for that first show. So prep has been pushed further back. We want more muscle. We want to gain a little bit more size. So prep has been delayed ever so slightly. It was previously going to start on the 16th of March, and now we are starting on the 13th of April. So as of today, we are officially 90 days out from the beginning of prep, under 3 months out now. So very exciting. I'm trying to reposition my thought process from we're prepping this time, we're almost dieting, and trying to align myself as more of a case of, okay, we've got 3 months left of actual tissue growth. We can optimize and make the absolute most of this phase. Now again, I will grow muscle in prep because I will train as hard as I possibly can do. I will recover as well as possible. I will eat my nutrition. Everything will be nailed. So I will continue to grow in prep. But these 3 months where food's higher, energy is going to be higher, and performance can naturally be higher that little bit easier with more body weight to support me for stability. I'm going to make the absolute most of these 3 months. And again, I need more muscle to be competitive. Structure-wise, I've got good shoulder width, I've got a small waist, I've got a strong midsection, but I need more muscle. And that is the biggest crux of this prep, okay? More muscle. Shows that we will be doing in the season 2026 as a junior men's physique athlete. So, like I mentioned, prep is going to be starting on the 13th of April. And we do have an early show. Now, we do have the Two Bros Naturals on the 4th of July. Now, the reason behind doing this show is mainly because I want to do the NPC route in Japan. There's very few federations in Japan that allow for junior physique and for the cutoff to be 23 years old. Some of them, the cutoff is they only have 20s, so it could be from 20 years old to 29 years old. Some of them, it will be juniors is up to 18 years old, and then over that is open. So very few federations actually offer junior physique, but NPC does. NPC is going to be the FWJ in Japan. Still waiting for shows to be confirmed on when and where those will be, but that will most likely be in October time after the Korea season. So the first show to qualify me, because I need to do a qualifier show, is going to be the Two Bros Natural on the 4th of July. And then we're going to dabble around with either one of the UKDFBA Northern or the UKDFBA Central. I'm not too sure, 6-7, I'm not too sure what I want to be doing in terms of what show's going to line up better. I think that the Central would make things a little bit more difficult based on the fact that a few days after that I would be travelling to South Korea and then competing the week after, and then that would lead into a couple back-to-back peaks where I don't really want to be doing back-to-back-to-back. So the Northern does make a little bit more sense, but we'll see. We will see how things go. Also toying around the idea of a PCA Naturals before leaving, but the majority of the shows are not going to be in the UK. They are going to be in Asia. The big one for myself is going to be the NPCA South Korea in Yongin. Okay, that for me is the show of this season. For myself, I set very high standards, and I've spoken about this on many podcasts, and as much as the goal should never be, you know, I want to win and this is all I care about and this, that and the other. If I don't win, it's a travesty. I want to win, okay? And that I wouldn't go into a show if I didn't think that I had the potential of winning a show, and I want to have confidence in the package that I will bring. And with that being said, again, things will be, you know, we can't dictate who's going to turn up in the day, but I will also not allow that to then roll over into a case of the rest of the season, fuck this, fuck this. I'm not going to throw my toys at the pram if I don't win. But my ambition is to win, and that is plain and simple how it goes. I think that any athlete that has real ambitions for themselves will know exactly what I mean by they want to win, but they won't allow themselves to be defined by that as well. So again, I could come away from this season and not win a single show, place third, fourth, wherever, and I would still be very proud of myself because again, I'm leaving nothing to interpretation. Everything that I do just now and from the time being and the time forwards is going to set me up to bring the best possible look for those shows. If I don't win, there's someone that's better than me, plain and simple, and I need to improve. But if I win, pretty fucking cool. So we will have the PCA Yongin in South Korea. Then the week following on from that, we've got the 10th year anniversary of the PCA Super Series in South Korea. So that one will either be in Incheon or Busan. Still unsure of where that's going to be, but that will be the week after South Korea, the Yongin show. And then afterwards, we will travel to Japan and we will have some NPC shows in Japan. So wrapping up the season with some natural two bros. It will not be enhanced, obviously, but natural two bros, or WFJ as it's called in Japan. And we're still waiting on the show list to come out for that. So shows will be confirmed with Finn whenever I'm able to actually plan out what's going ahead. But those are the rough ones, and the biggest one for me is that NPCA South Korea Yongin. That is the big one. I want to bring my absolute best for that show, so everything's going to be meticulous around that one in my opinion, and yeah, it's going to be pretty damn exciting. So yapping is all aside now. We're in for pushing arms today. It's the same session that we filmed last rotation, or last video. However, it is a very fun session. It's my favourite of the week, and we'll be moving on to the gym Lego flat. We obviously had to move things around with the Panata. Oh. Resets done. Really good. I can't lie, I'm enjoying just not speaking to the camera every 2 seconds, but 3 sets done. I'm probably not going to talk too much between my sets. Evan will cut some shit up from the sets, but 3 sets here. My chest is shit, so we'll work hard and we'll get some titties rolling. Oh, come on. I'll be honest, I've not got a fucking clue what I took them for. I got enough quality reps to the point where I'm like, I'm confident I could go into a third set and not have standards drop with the same weight. Again, you want to give yourself enough time between your working sets to be able to progress what you got last time. If I was to go into these just now, you can see my breathing's fucked, my heart rate's elevated, I've got no composure. If I was to try and go into a set just now, it'd be a fucking shit set. So listen to your body, give yourself the time that you need to rest and recover, and then be able to approach your next sets with enough composure that you will beat your numbers. This is a new weight, and I'm pretty confident based off of how the last set worked and moved, that I'll be able to get a good comfortable 8 to 10 reps at this load, and again, be able to build up and get stronger across all rep ranges, across different weights. That's my goal. Arms done. Now, we're gonna go through some delts, so some lateral raises. We're gonna do the dumbbells, mainly for a time standpoint. I've got a very busy day, so I need to get back a little bit sooner. So instead of doing the single arm unilaterals, we're gonna run up some dumbbells. I normally do dumbbells anyway, but I'm just gonna swap them around ever so slightly. Oh. So that is episode 3 wrapped up of Soul Steppin. Very good push session. I'm pretty fucked now. There will be some previous footage from the posing and how we're looking. Pretty happy. Evan seems to think I'm looking a little bit better than I was when I was a bit lighter as well. So you'll take that. I'm feeling pretty happy with where composition's at, considering I am, you know, a couple kilos up from where we last filmed. I don't feel like, I just feel fuller. I feel like my performance is flying. You might have seen from the Jim Michael press, felt fucking great. Progression's absolutely zipping at the minute. So in terms of setup from here, again, 12 more weeks of productive weight gain and muscle gain being the biggest thing. Again, we don't want to get married to this rate of gain or anything like that, but we want to make sure that we're doing things the right way, okay? But yeah, 12 more weeks, then prep begins. The hammer drops, as they say. But no, feeling good. Progressing at a good rate. I've got an in-person check-in with Finn, my coach, this weekend on Friday. So I'll be sure to get a lot of footage for that. Don't think it'll be turned into a YouTube video, but there will be posts up on my Instagram. So if you do want to check that out, there'll be a little pop-up for Noah_natural physique down here. So yeah, look out for that for in-person updates. And yeah, thank you very much to Evan, and thank you very much for Muscle Hut Glasgow for having us today. And I will see you next time on Soul Steppin.